Hey there, breadheads, and welcome back to another episode from the Bedrockers SMP. And I've got some sad news today. This is just about it. This series, this season, whatever you want to say, it's just about over. The new update is coming out. That's the big news today, and that's what we've got to talk about. But let's talk about it on the way back to the base, because I was over here getting some ink sacs so we can get the base finished up in today's episode. And that project can be completely done. But I've got some progress to show you. I've got some off-camera progress to show you. So let's fly back over there and take a look. So here we are back at the base. And as you breadheads can see, it is just about done. We have got some great circleage. I don't know if you want to say. Some great circleage going on. Now we got a few spots to finish up. Like right here, we got to put this railing in. Other than that, this is all done. And I believe 1/4 of the circle is not finished yet. Yes, right here. So we have to get the trim in right here. And then that's it. This is pretty much all done. Now we didn't get our office in and we didn't get our bedroom in, but that's okay. It's not bad. But as you can see, I did kind of come up with a little design for a building to kind of cover the redstone. Now the last episode when we left, we had all the redstone in for our storage, but we hadn't actually stored anything and we hadn't actually put a building in. So I did do a bit of a live stream, and we got all of our items moved over from our temporary base into here. And we started out with a building design, which I went ahead and finished up. And I think it looks good. I went for very simplistic, and it just works. It works with this base. But I ran out of ink sacs for our windows. I just was doing some windows here so we can see the redstone, but we can't actually get in it, and we don't have to worry about like creepers or anything getting in there and blowing anything up. And we also ran out of our gray concrete to finish up our trim. So that's the first thing we're going to do in today's episode is get this stuff finished. Now, this is all the gray concrete we have left, 27 pieces, right? And we are going to get some more. I don't know what our situation is on sand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full stacks. So let's craft some of this up. Now that gives us 6 stacks. We've got 6 stacks of gray concrete. I think that is going to be plenty to finish up the base. Let me go convert this into actual concrete instead of powder, and then we'll come back and we will get these windows put in. We'll get this trim finished up, and we will have a quick discussion on what is coming next on the channel. And breadheads, we are back, and we've got all of our concrete converted. Let's get this last section of the circle done. So this space is complete. We'll get our glass in, and let's have a little chat while we do it. Okay, so let's talk about the channel. Like I said, this series, this season of the Bedrockers SMP, whatever you want to call it, I don't know. It's coming to an end, and there's a few questions with that. Kind of A, why is it coming into an end? B, why has there been less traffic on the realm? And kind of C, what's next? What are we going to get into? And those are all good questions, and they're all things that realm members have either hit me up on, or you guys have hit me up on in the comments, and even the live streams. So let's talk a little bit about all of that briefly as we lay this trim in right here. First off, there has been less traffic on the realm, and I think that's just because the new update's coming out. I've talked to some of the realm members, and that's kind of the consensus is they're excited, they're ready for that new update. They don't want to get into any more big projects as we wrap this world up and get ready for the new world. And that's something that is pretty common, I think. You're going to see that in any kind of like multiplayer world. So yes, there has been a little less traffic. No, it's definitely not the end of this type of Minecrafting for me. I know I'm having a blast, and I'm going to keep doing it with my friends. I love it. It just kind of adds an extra element to Minecraft. And why? Why is the world ending? Well, that's pretty simple. Obviously, it's the update. The new update's coming out. Everybody, whenever there's a new update, if you're a Minecrafter, you know everybody wants to play in it, right? Everybody wants to get involved in that new update and check out all the new stuff. And that's just kind of a good natural starting point to kind of start over in the world. I'm a little disappointed just because there was still some things I wanted to accomplish in this world, but that's okay. That's okay. That's just part of Minecraft is you end one thing and you begin another. And that's just part of the I don't want to say beauty. I don't want to sound corny, but that's just kind of part of the beauty of Minecraft. Things are just temporary. They're there for the moment. They're there for fun, and then it's on to the next. And that's kind of what we got going on here, which I'm absolutely in love with this base and still had things I wanted to do, but that's just part of it, and I'm okay with that. Now, as far as the channel, what do you guys want to see? That's really the question. So we still have Breadsticks World is on hold. I have played in it a little bit off and on, just to kind of go back in and reminisce and be nostalgic. But we still have Breadsticks World. That's not going to go anywhere. That's always going to be kind of a fallback series for me. We also, obviously, we're starting a new Bedrockers SMP. Do you guys want to see that? Is that something, did you enjoy this first one? I know we're only 12 episodes in. We're probably going to end it on episode 13. We haven't quite been holding to that 1 episode a week schedule like we had planned, right? So that was the whole deal, was we want to do at least 1 episode a week and then try and live stream once a week. We did really well for the first few months of this year. That was kind of our New Year's commitment, right? Was to try and get our schedule nailed down. And we did pretty good. We kind of hit a hiccup in April. I was traveling for work and just had a lot of stuff going on at home, projects and things. And we kind of got out of that rhythm. So right now, I did the math. We started this series partway through January, kind of getting close to February. So we're averaging about, like an episode every week and a half or so, week and 4 days. And I think part of that was just we really got off track in April. So it is what it is. We're not going to worry about it too much. But it just kind of begs the question, with the time that we do have that we play, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see a return to Breadsticks World? Do you want to see, part 2 of the Bedrockers? Do you want to see some modded? I've really kind of been thinking about just playing a little bit of modded. It just seems like a lot of fun and something I've never done. And I thought about showing that on the channel. I'm probably going to do all of these things. I'm probably going to play some modded. I'm definitely going to play another season of the Bedrockers with my friends, just because, like I said, that's one of my favorite things to do, is just play with friends. It's so much fun. But the real question is, what do you guys want to see? What do you want to see edited and posted on the channel? So give me some feedback on that. Now, as far as the channel goes, we haven't seen a ton of growth. I mean, that's okay. I've been doing this for about 1.5 years, and I'm still having a ton of fun and putting videos up and just enjoying myself. And I think that's really all that counts. So we're only getting about 20 or 25 views per episode, and that's totally fine. I'm totally fine with that. But I want to make sure you guys are getting what you want out of the channel, out of the content. What content do you want to see? So I'll leave that up to you. So just in the comments down below, if you're watching this video, what do you want to see? You want to see Bedrockers SMP Part 2? Do you want to see a return to Breadsticks World? Do you want to see some modded? Or do you want to see a mix? Do you want to see a mix of any or all of that? That's fine too. We can do that. Now, I'm going to try to hold to the 1 episode a week. I haven't been super successful about that, like we just talked about. So you'll have to keep that in mind. Sometimes it's only an episode once every other week or once every week and a half. But whatever you guys are interested in seeing is what we'll put on here. And if you're interested in seeing all that, then we'll put all that on here. Totally up to you. Totally up to you. Let's talk about the update. I'm excited. I think everybody is. That's kind of a silly thing to say because everybody's excited. If you're a Minecrafter and you've been through big updates, which I've been playing since 2014, so I've been through several big updates, and it's always exciting. It's always exciting to get the new blocks and the new tools, and we're going to have new terrain generation, and so that's something I think everybody looks forward to. And so, yes, of course I'm excited. And I think what I'm really looking forward to most, and this is kind of silly because there's so many new things, the terrain generation and biomes and new mobs. I think one of the things I'm really looking forward to most is bundles. And I don't know why. If you're like me, you're one of those people that you have a project and you always end up with like 5,000 like bits and pieces in your inventory. I think bundles are going to be great for that. So I'm kind of really excited to see bundles and be able to play with bundles. So yeah, that's one aspect, one thing I'm excited about. That's the kind of thing that pops into my mind. And I guess honestly, I just can't wait to get started on this next part of the channel, this next journey that we're going to go to. Let me know. Let me know in the comments what you want to see. And I guess that's it. If you guys have any questions you'd like me to answer, we do occasionally do a question and answer bit here. Usually it's a mining session. We'll do a question and answer mining session. So if you guys have any questions you want me to answer, anything I didn't cover in this little, well, it wasn't really a Q&A, but this little mini chat here, this little mini bread chat. If you got anything that you want to cover in the next chat, leave me a comment. I write it down. I keep a little notepad on my desk, and I will keep track of these questions, and I make sure to get them answered. And I think that's it, guys. That's really all we've got. Let's get back into the episode, and let's get this base finished so we can be ready for the end of this and the beginning of something brand new. And there it is, Breadheads. The base is complete. We could probably go for some gray carpets over those lights. I just put those there to kind of prevent spawning. But that's it. All the trim work is in. Everything is done. Honestly, I'm going to be kind of sad to leave this base behind. We just got it finished and we just got moved into it. Oh, we missed a little bit of trim right there. We just got this finished and we just got moved into it. But I mean, we're ready for a new world. The new update is coming out. As the time I'm recording this, like we talked about, it's almost here. And it's time for some new adventures. It's time for some new adventures and getting some new stuff. And that's always going to be a blast. So I got a couple more things I'd like to do real quick before we wrap this episode up. Let's get on to those, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, one of the last things I wanted to do to get this base finished was put some trees around this ring right here. And I wanted to do some custom trees, like a couple of big custom trees and then some smaller trees. I think I'm just going to go for some smaller trees. I don't know, like you might see in like an industrial park or something. Does that make sense, what I'm saying? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see what design is going to work for us. I haven't really planned anything out, but I thought maybe we would go 3 fence posts, and then we'll go a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What if we do something like this, and then we come down 2 from the top? Let's come down 2 from the top. And then we do something like this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. And then hopefully that light will be enough to keep stuff from spawning. And if not, I guess we can put some lights in here. But let's maybe do one here. Yeah, let's go here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this one needs to be adjusted just a little bit. Okay, I think that's some good placement right there on these trees. Let me get a few of these in, we'll come back and we'll see what this looks like. Oh, doesn't that look good? Oh, those trees add something. That looks so good. I'm so glad we took the time to do that today. Yes. I love it. I love that. Let's see how it looks just walking up. Yes. I mean, I just think that really adds something to the build. That just looks awesome. I probably should have faced the building towards the nether portal. I didn't think about that. Well, we're not going to change it up now. We're not going to change it up now. Yes, I'm so glad that we did that. I think that turned out stellar. Let's take a quick look at it at night. Let's do like a fly-in at night and see what it looks like. I bet it's going to look awesome. Oh, yeah. That looks cool. Yes, that looks so good. I think that those sea lanterns in the trees just really made it work. And I kind of even like... So, can we land? Can we land on a tree? No. I kind of even like how we change biomes and the leaves change colors. I think that even looks kind of cool. I was worried that would look stupid, but I kind of like it. So, okay, let's do one last thing together before we wrap it up. I want to put our diamonds on the diamond side. We got 16 blocks and 1 diamond. Do we have any item frames? Yeah, 1 item frame. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's do this here. Okay, here we go. I mean, let's cheat the inside and make it maybe look a little bit bigger. Yes. How's that look? There's our diamond pile. There's all of our diamonds. I mean, it's not bad. It's okay. It's kind of weak sauce. That's kind of a weak diamond pile. But, I mean, it's ours. It's our diamond pile. I mean, this is so awesome, guys. The base turned out so great. We didn't get it quite where we wanted it to, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it turned out really cool. This is maybe one of the best bases I've ever done, and I'm going to be a little bit sad to say goodbye to it. But that's okay. That's okay. We're going to get on to some new adventures pretty soon. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up here, Breadheads. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed this little series just with me and my friends playing some Minecraft. And I think if you guys like it, if I get some comments down the bottom, we might just go ahead and we will start part 2 as soon as the update comes out, which is less than a week away now. So I hope you guys had a ton of fun. I know I did, and I can't wait to see you dudes next time. Later, Breadheads.